Hello,
Hello, I'm Maze.
I'm Brave.
Well, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
So,
Oh, okay. You don't not even gonna answer me. All right, I see how it is.
fuck you.
Anyways, we'd like to talk today about this group writing activity we're setting up for TSG. It's more or less just one big project for everybody. It's gonna be this big mod where we're gonna put all of your writing, whatever it be, whether it's a biography for your character, explanation of their backstory, an adventure log, letters to and from home, whatever you can think of. We're gonna put those all across Skyrim in different locations, or if you have a location in mind, we can put it there for you. And ultimately, what are we gonna do, Mace?
We're gonna essentially, our goal for the mod is to build a library. Uh, that you are tasked to bring these stories to fill it up. Uh, Besides also grabbing the character stories, we're also putting in the vanilla books for you to collect and gain money, gain rewards, and see the ultimate end of the library. Uh, hope, Hopefully it is a we get it to be a good quest mod. Uh, if we cannot get it to be a quest mod, might as well turn it into a player home.
Yeah. So
But
one
at the
way
end
or
of the
the
day,
other,
we want a quest.
one way or the other, we're going to make it a working mod. It's going to actually come out, and people are actually going to be able to go collect the books one way or the other. Because I know there's been a couple projects before that kind of fell flat on their face, but we have faith in. Well, I have faith in his ability in the CK. I don't have any faith in my own ability in that.
Yeah,
um,
books are easy as shit. If you download any of my followers, they have some kind of book or note with them.
yeah, and the another thing that I've seen a lot of people asking me about in the thread is how long or how long should the story be? How much can fit on the page in one of the books in the game? Quite a bit can fit on the pages in the game. But how long should it be? As long as you want it to be. It can
I
be.
think even in this video that I recorded, I showed how long books can be.
Yeah, you did. It's actually on that right now.
Yeah,
Um,
the book of what the House of Eberron.
yeah.
Look how long that just is, and
hmm
there's books in the game that are actually longer.
You've got the real Bar and Zaya from the earlier games that are super super long.
Exactly, these books could be any length that you essentially want it. I do like the minimum I do want as is at least a if you're writing a story besides journals, if it's a story, I want it to be at least a page long, like out of Word or something.
At least.
A
Because
good, 100, 200 words. Because if you read most of Skyrim's short books and whatnot, they're like about a page long if you were to write them out on Word. But they could be as long as you want.
some of them are a little longer than that, I'd say, but it's up to you guys. Like if you're doing a journal, you can make it one page in a journal in the game. Doesn't have to be long in that case. If it's a letter, same thing. It doesn't have to be a super super long, super super like extrapolated story in
Yeah,
the middle of a journal.
I'm not asking for Lord of the Rings length here,
No,
but
no, no, no. But another thing too, and something that I noticed a couple of people are actually working on already with their stories, is that they're already breaking their books up into series. Like one guy is taking his book, which is about an Imperial Legion. He's having one book at the beginning, and then another book, and then another book. So if you want to do that, it actually would be really cool because then people can go out and find one part of the series, see that it's the first volume, and then want to go out and find the others.
which we're totally okay with.
Oh
It
yeah.
actually brings depth to the story
hmm
and possibly adds length to the quest mod itself. It I would love cliffhangers.
Um, Another thing too is with the stories, uh, try and make it about your character. Like,
Primarily.
yeah, we want to know about your characters, not so much about somebody you just came up with. Uh, but I mean, if that's what you got, that's what you got. Do what you want, whatever's creative, whatever works for you.
On the point of character, I've said people have asked many times in the thread, uh, does it have to be from Skyrim? No, not necessarily. It could be a character from Morrowind.
Could be a character from
There's a
Oblivion.
fucking cockroach on my wall. Um, it could be from Oblivion. It could be from fucking Arena. Oh my god, that is a cockroach. Hold on.
Okay, but yeah, like he was saying,
Ah! Shit!
it could be from.
Motherfucker! Ah! Bitch ass motherfucker!
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting part of the video.
Ugh! Fuck, I hate cockroaches.
Yeah, like he was saying, it could be from any point in Elder Scrolls timeline. We would probably like to avoid things coming from the future. Um, just because that's a whole weird area with Coda and everything else. It's better to avoid that. Um, with one other big thing that I've seen in the thread is people are asking about, how Luke can their story be, how much,
We still live?
yeah,
Oh my god.
yes, how like how lewd can the story be, how smutty can it be,
Hold on a sec.
preferably
Let me
not
flush this
very.
fuck-
Do you really have to go on your like bug campaign right now? Oh my god. But yes, um, try and make it not very, not very lewd if you can handle it. Like love stories, romance novels, stuff like that. That's fine.
I
But
totally love stories. I totally love stories. Please, write some love stories.
don't write like out and out like fanfics. I don't want to see it. I don't think
I
anybody
do
else
not
wants to
want.
see it.
I don't want to see 50 Shades of Grey.
No, I don't
I,
want to see like a story being written just for the sexual aspect.
y- we're
That,
not
that
in.
that's a little lame, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah, I know how lewd the general can be, but please, no, no. Um, I don't know if you talked about it while I was being attacked. If your character is a writer, I am totally for that. As long as like it's referenced as like the author is your character
Yeah.
itself.
And another thing to bring up with authors, if you want to make the book about your character, but your character's not writing it, then just think of an author name that would be writing it for from third person.
Yes. One of the Imperial Army commander that we talked about a little earlier, it's being written by a third person,
It's somebody that was in their legion, but not them.
and it's not that person. So that's totally fine. As long as a book involves your character in general.
hmm And another thing that I should mention too is if you have any kind of art for your character, or if you even have just a screenshot that you've run through like an oil filter or a watercolor filter or something like that, give that to us too, because we'll plant that in the book right alongside the words. So
Plan it in the book, or we'll make paintings of
yeah,
said picture that you collect as well. So you're collecting books, journals, letters, paintings,
uh,
sketches.
yeah, and another really big thing too is if you have multiple characters, like say I've got 16 or something and Maze's 10, um, you can write one for every single character. You can write as much as you want. You're not restricted to one character. You're not restricted to just one story and that's it. No, you can write as much as you want. Uh, and
And it's even great if they all tie in
oh
together.
yeah, intertwining stories, especially if you guys that actually have your characters separate from each other, can work your stories together, that'd be amazing. Um, Another thing too is genres. If you have like, it doesn't all have to be serious. It doesn't all have to be life threatening. It doesn't all have to be, true to life. You can do fiction, nonfiction, whatever you want. Any kind of genre, joke books, whatever. Even kids
Oh,
books.
I just thought of it now. Okay, when you write your adventure or your story or whatnot, please, please do not have it where it's killing important NPCs.
Yeah, and
Uh, Say like you're an Imperial and you killed Ulfric. Obviously, in someone the person who's playing the quest mod, Ulfric is still alive and they could be a Stormcloak. So your character could not kill Ulfric if they're alive in their
yeah,
story.
let's try and avoid dragon breaks if we can.
Yes, like
um,
I'm not totally against theories or what ifs, but don't straight up dragon break.
yeah, no. But besides that, honestly, just be as creative as you can with this. You don't have to do it all in one day. We do kind of want them at least by the end of August, but time isn't an issue. If you can't
Yeah.
get it by August, that's fine. Just keep working on
Uh,
it at your own pace, as quickly or as long a time as it takes you, whatever.
we're essentially going to be start working on it once we get handed in 50, right?
Or just a healthy amount.
A healthy amount that we could start off,
Hmm.
but it's going to be a continuous project until uh everybody seems that it's done. Like no one's writing anymore, and we're done.
Yep. So, besides that, did I skip over anything nice?
Not entirely sure. What was it? Uh, from the looks of it, from the poll winnings, the librarian's most is going to be in Altmer.
And the location of the library will probably be somewhere up near Falkreath. Probably up in the mountains near it. Figure that's an easy enough place to get to. It's not like High Hrothgar or anything.
Yes. Okay. Um, I see that. We primarily wanted the location to be out of the way that like lore and reasonable wise of that no one's going to attack the library. Like we want the library to be built obviously in a smart location that no one's going to be messing with.
Yep.
Uh I'm very lore base. I'm very
Wow, Nadine's a jerk. She kills the blind guy and then burns his book. Wow.
or at the end of that.
Yeah, I'll fill the rest in. Don't worry about it.
Okay. We we want it to be, and then we're choosing. Originally we wanted a farmer, but we opened it up for y'all to choose who the librarian is,
Hmm.
and from the looks of it, the Altmer won. So we're most likely going to ask for ideas of how the Altmer should look and be.
Yeah, like should it be an older one? Should it be male, female? Should it be whatever?
Yes,
Should it be one
we
of my
want
characters?
this. We want this to be very community together.
Yeah.
Uh, we want. We're hoping that we could get some voice actors for the librarian. For like someone said a great idea about storytellers that you go and seek out and get a book essentially from them. Like you know how Plato was a
Yeah, like
uh
you get told a story, like oral storytelling. You get them to tell you it, and you write it down, and you bring it into the library.
and we're hoping of you receiving compensation for your efforts.
Yeah. Ultimately, what I would love to see is for each thing you bring in to the library, that you get something that's based off of that character, whether it be an enchanted piece of armor or an enchanted weapon, or even just something like a memento for him. Instead of just gold, which in my opinion, just gold would be kind of lame.
Yeah. Um, so we want this to be big like a good exploration and discovery, and just add a little bit of fan lore.
Yeah, and give people a reason to actually go adventuring in Skyrim again.
Because I believe at this point, with all the wait for all these big mods that probably never going to come out,
Somerset Isle. Beyond Skyrim.
Somerset Beyond Skyrim,
Over
Shadow of
Morrowind.
Shadow of Morrowind, uh, Library of Skyrim, but posters. Uh, we we want to bring the community together, just like Nova did with the screenshots. And we thought this would be a more in-depth, involved way of doing it. And it all came about of me and Brave being silly.
I literally just said, hey, well, you know what would be a cool idea? And then this happened.
And we just brought it up and you guys loved it.
Yeah, and
So,
I mean, how many people do we have working on stories now? At least a
uh,
dozen, isn't it?
at least a dozen. We already have submissions from, what's 5, 6 people already.
Yeah, and one of them even submitted multiples.
So we want everybody to join in. We want Ares. We want Train.
Train's
I
busy,
don't care
man.
about reading a book about trains.
um, well, I mean, yeah, and I've gotten in contact with some people who haven't been around in a while, so fingers crossed that they'll make something for us.
Uh, sh- then we still have to write ours. So
Yeah, good luck with that.
I got to write for 10 characters. Well, I say 9 because one of them I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna write a story for.
I ain't doing nothing. You can't make
Oh, you're gonna do it.
me. Do it!
I want to read about Punch Elf punching with Wes.
Wow, that's rude. She wouldn't do that. Anyways, no, we're getting kind of off track here. Um, I think in closing for this, though, like I said, time limit's not an issue. We want them by August, but whatever. Make sure to keep it sort of PG within reason.
If if you want to tie to a location, please say please say so in your email.
Yes,
I don't know if you get the email. It is tesg stories at hotmail.com.
I'll put it in the description of the video too.
Uh, he'll put it in the description of the video. We want to read.
Yeah, you want creativity? We want reading.
We want role playing back.
Yeah, we want that a sense of adventure that's all that I saw when
Lore,
I came in to
waifus
TSG.
in harmony, lore and harmony again.
Oh yeah, because we had it, and then all of a sudden it went away. All right, but anyways, yes,
I
thanks for
blame
watching,
V.
people. Yeah, I blame you too. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have fun writing, and
If any questions, just ask us.
yeah, if you need to ask us, I'll put our Steams in the video description. So go nuts as as reasonable. But all right, have fun, guys.
Bye.